Hey, what's going on, guys? Dan with Barrel Blazing Barbells, back at it. Today, I'm working on doing a review video on something I've wanted to do for a while, but haven't had the time in with it, and I haven't actually had the personal time to be able to get this video done. But yeah, so as you can see behind me here is kind of my new gun wall setup I've been working on. But this right here, right there, this is my RTS Tactical vest that I've had for a little bit now. I wanted to been wanting to do a review video on it, but I kind of feel that I should have had or need to have some time training with it, shooting with it, operating with it a little bit before I kind of do a review. You know, I feel like, oh yeah, it's cool, it's nice, whatever. Kind of want to actually have some hands-on experience with stuff before I put a review out there. So I've had it for probably 6 months now. Done a lot of fitness side training and operating training. So yeah, let's get right into this thing. All right, so here's my RTS tactical vest. This is the way I have mine set up right now. So first thing, obviously I got everybody always has all their patch crap, but a couple things I want to point out on the vest before we get into how it's made and things like that. The way I have mine set up here, obviously I've got my 3 mag holder here, but this does not come with the vest, but this is from them. I caught it on sale. I think it was like 30 bucks or something like that for the mag carrier, but it is Mole or Molly or however you guys want to, everybody pronounces it different, but it is mounted on with the Mole straps. So that is something extra that I have. As you can see by the way this thing is hanging, it does have the plates in it right now. So couple other things I want to go over. The I'm not a big guy. I'm like 6'2" and like 205 pounds right now. So as you can see over here, I've got plenty of adjustment I can play with. So I actually have mine kind of taped up. But for some of you bigger dudes or females, this thing has a lot of adjustment. This is how it adjusts up top, and I'm going to put it on here in a minute and kind of pull things around and adjust a little bit so you guys can see how this thing kind of functions in that format. But yeah, this is the basic gist of it. The kit itself, the kit that I got was I'm trying to remember what I think they have a name for it, and I can't remember what it is offhand, but it's a kit. It's the plate carrier, front and back plate, knee pads, elbow pads, and a pair of gloves. I believe I got mine on sale for just under $300 for the whole set. Now I will say that there was a lot of stuff going on this year. I actually ordered this right at the height of COVID, and everybody knows shipping and handling and all that kind of stuff. Their factory actually got hit in some riots, and they stayed in contact with me. I was like, hey, just kind of getting an update. They're like, hey, we lost power. They hit our building, knocked the power out. So I have to say, for the shipping and lead times and all that, I was originally told, and full disclosure, they did not send me this to do a review on. This is my personal vest, so it's not something that they sent for me to do. I actually spent my own money for this thing, but their lead times were a little bit longer than what I was originally told. I was told, I believe it was 21 days, and so 3 weeks, and it came, I think it shipped in 4 weeks. So it was just a little bit longer than what they originally told me, but I don't really, yeah, everybody wants their stuff as soon as possible if you're going to order something like this, but it's one of those things that you gotta have to be open-minded to the fact that, hey, there was a lot of stuff going on. COVID happened, riots are going on, like all this stuff played a factor in actually getting it. So yeah, I can't complain with their lead times and stuff like that. And actually, I just got an email from them that they have these in stock right now, that there are no lead times. Basically, you can order it and it'll ship like 2-3 days kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go over a couple little things here. So And just because I know a bunch of people are gonna ask, this is literally just like black pipe, like gas line black pipe. There's a stud behind the wall right here. You can see it right there. There's actually a stud, and it's just screwed in with some drywall screws. They're like 4-inch or 3-inch drywall screws, something like that. It's just black pipe screwed together. So it does hold, and it will hold up the weight for your vest. All right, so to be able to do this so you guys can kind of see and keep a horizontal view of my camera, I'm actually gonna have my face out of the camera so you guys can see the vest itself. Normally, when you're doing a review video, you're either focused on the item and it's a, you know, kind of a downward, or you're looking at it face to face. But for this, I want to actually wear it and kind of show you guys. So I'm not even going to be on the screen. I'm going to make it kind of up here. And actually, I'm going to adjust this down a little bit more so you can see even better. There we go. So, like I was saying, I'm like 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", depending on which convenience store I'm leaving. That's a joke. You can laugh. But as you can see, I actually like to wear mine a little high. A lot of guys like to pull it way down in the front. I don't recommend that. If you know what the fatal triangle is, it's this region right here where all your vitals are at. That's where your esophagus, your heart, and the top portions of your lungs are at. That's the important stuff is right here. So if you see dudes wearing it way down and, you know, trying to pull this thing back like a belt, don't do that. Where it is centered, if you look here to here, it should be basically blocking right at that little dimple of your throat there. So the higher you can get it, the better off you are protecting the important stuff. That essentially is what the idea of a plate carrier is protecting the important stuff in your body. So for the clips here, you can see I do a lot of fitness training, and I like my stuff to be able to not move. So yes, if you wear a plate carrier and you're doing a bunch of cardio stuff, I promise you are going to be sucking wind, because first off, it's extra weight pulling down on your shoulders, pushing down on your chest. And then if you're doing any kind of training, you do not want this thing flopping around, because every time it bounces, you can see when I do this, it makes my voice get all crazy and sporadic. That's because it's actually hitting your chest and causing fluctuations in your breathing and stuff like that. So if you're trying to move and carry extra weight, and you've got your weapon, and you're trying to transition from your AR or, you know, whatever kind of carbine or whatever you're carrying over to a pistol, and you're trying to engage and shoot and do all these things that, you know, normal operation, whether you're training or actually operating, and you're doing it with the vest on, I'm telling you, you are going to be sucking wind. So I do a lot of my fitness training with the vest on, not because I want to look cool in the gym, but because these things suck. And if you're not training for it, when the shit hits the fan, you're going to be falling out. You're going to be sucking wind. So, yeah, the dudes at the gym, they all know I'm in the military. They all know I train and why I'm wearing it. So if they don't like it, too fucking bad. So up here, this is fully adjustable. All you do is pull the Velcro loose and pull forward, and it actually adjusts. Or if you're in the case where you need it to go up more, you can actually pull these both loose and pull up, and it will pull the whole unit up onto your body. What I was saying about having it as high as you can, you know, physically stand, I've even seen dudes have it all the way up to their, like up to here before. I don't know that I really like it up that high, but, you know, like I said, the higher the better. So as far as the vest goes, I have to say, I really do like the design of how they did the shoulder straps. Me and my buddy were looking at some different brands, and, you know, I was checking his plate carrier out. Not that I didn't like it, but the more mass width up here they have, yes, it disperses more weight, but when you're trying to shoot, if you're trying to bring your shoulders up, and I don't have big shoulders, but if you're a dude that has big shoulders and you're trying to bring up, you know, engage targets, things of that nature, you start getting that bind and all that. It's not any fun. Plus, I like to put my buttstock in as deep as I can into my shoulder. And if you've got one of those really wide ones, it's almost impossible to get a solid weld against your cheek and your shoulder. So it's moving around. You can't get a good solid hold down on your weapon. It's not good for being able to hit the target. So I have to say that this was a happy medium between the width and the actual strain that you get, because I'm telling you, if you're wearing a vest, you got 20, 25, maybe even more, depending on how much ammo you're carrying. And then you probably have your pack on anywhere from, if you're in the military, I've hiked or rucked freaking 12 miles and had 60 pounds on my back, plus a weapon, plus my ACH, plus my military body armor. Freaking sucks. Trying to do anything with all that extra weight on is a pain in the ass. So I have to give them props on that. That's a really nice design. I will say this does move around just a little bit. I would say probably because I'm not as thick as a lot of dudes. If you're a little on the meatier side, you still got plenty of adjustment here. I've got probably, I don't know, 1.5 inches more adjustment before I even get this pad up past the chest pad. So you got plenty of adjustment here, and we kind of went over how much adjustment you got here for you well-endowed individuals. So that's a positive. I have to give them. I'm pretty impressed with that. All right, for all you tactical guys who like to have all their crazy patches on, they do have 3 rows of Velcro up here. Me personally, got to have the good old USA right up on top. My rank, my name. One thing I do kind of want to get still, I did find a company that made like a custom patch that you could have made. If anybody's got one of those on here and has had one made, I want to know quality, because I don't want to be buying one of those things where, hey, if I throw my plate carrier in the wash, these, I don't take my patches off my uniform, let alone take them off my plate carrier. And these do, over time, you do want to wash these occasionally. They do collect bacteria and they start to stink. So you can wash them, and I do recommend washing them. I do also recommend not washing them in anything that smells, because just like with deer, if you're out in the woods and you got some fruity crap that your wife bought, it's gonna smell. And just like cigarettes, you can smell it downrange. So no scent I recommend for washing plate carriers and your uniforms for that matter. But if anybody's got one of those made up patches that sticks on, it's got all your information, blood type and all that, tag me in it, or give me a review or something. I want to know if they're worth the money. I think right now I want to pull this plate out and kind of go over the plates with you guys. So stand by. Okay, so I hung it back up, but I flipped it inside out just so you guys can actually see what this thing actually looks like on the inside. It does have a little extra padding here in 4 or 5 different places, and I'm not sure what these are actually for up here. I think they're just to keep things from getting stretched out. This material here is kind of flexy, stretchy, but these obviously are not going to stretch. I'm not sure what these are for, if they're for secondary. Actually, these might be for the side plates. I forgot I had those. So this actually comes with the cummerbund, I guess is what they're considered, but the plates that actually cover the sides of your rib cage. I did not order the plates, but the carrier comes with the portion that the plates actually mount in. I like to be able to move fast, and I took them off because going to the gym and working out in this thing with those on is going to be a huge pain in the butt and a lot of extra heat. So I took those off, but it does come with them. So I wanted to go over how the plates actually go in. So there is a huge Velcro strap right here. It goes all the way across the base of this thing. I'm gonna try not dropping the plate on the ground. And as you can see by the struggle that I'm having here, it's not easily, it's not something you're gonna easily lose. There is 2 snaps, as you can see, to keep it extra sturdy. forgot they had a extra Velcro. As you can see right there, there's an extra Velcro strap that comes from the front and goes into the inside to keep the plate from falling out and bouncing around, which is actually a really good idea to keep these things in place. I'm gonna regret taking this all apart. So here is the plate. So it does have wear face, and I don't think there's any important numbers on here that I can't show on the internet. So it does have some directions for washing it and cleaning them, which is probably something I should do, but I haven't done it recently. As you can see, they've got a spall coating on them that, if you don't know what spall coating is, basically when lead impacts steel, it explodes, so to speak. So if you see any rounds that have, like, they're all flared out, they actually hit ballistics gel or a piece of wood or something like that. When they hit steel, they generally tend to shatter and fragment in all directions. So they put the spall coating over stuff, so when the round impacts, it actually goes into the spall coating, then hits the steel, and it doesn't reflect out. It actually gets stuck in this spall coating, which is really nice, so you don't catch a fragment of round in your chin or up in your throat or something. These are curved, as you can see here. They are curved, and you can kind of see some of the spall coating where it's layered there. But they weigh, I believe these ones weigh like 8.6 pounds, if I remember right, something like that. It's under 10 pounds. It's 8 something. And I know they make ceramic plates as well. They were just a little bit lighter, but they are thicker. So me personally, I like the steel, even though they're a little bit heavier. I like the thinner profile. And also, if you look into some of the ceramic ones, they aren't rated for as many rounds. Maybe some of the newer plates are a little better at that, but me personally, I like the steel. So, okay, so for the back of the vest here, it does have a flap on the back, and has to do with the I didn't even get it in the camera so you guys can see. There's the flap I was talking about. So front and back, it actually has a flap. It has like this one is more for the cummerbund stuff to attach to, and there's some mole stitching in there that you can flop back and forth for putting those on. Like I said before, I took mine off to reduce the weight. I might, if I get a pair of the plates, I might actually throw it on. I've got another vest on order, but if it comes with, if I end up getting a set of those, one of mine, I'll probably throw it on just because, and then keep one for fitness training and one for my actual kit. So it does have some Velcro strips in the back here. Once again, I threw my name on the back because I like people to be able to tell who the hell is in front of them. So one of the big things when you're in the military is, with everything that's going on in the world right now, I tell all my soldiers this. I'm like, I don't care where you're from. I don't care what your last name is. Like, I don't care what your ethnicity is. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care, like, what sexual preference. None of that stuff matters to me. I don't care on any of it. There's one thing, and one thing only, that I care about. One thing. If I get shot, can you drag my ass back out of harm's way? Get me out of whatever kind of conflict issue that we're in. That's the only thing that matters. In the whole entire world, that's the only thing that matters. All this other crap that's going on, none of it matters, because when bullets fly, they don't care what color your skin is. They don't care, who you're in love with. Nobody cares. Bullets don't have feelings. All right. So the thing that for me is this right here. A lot of people are like, oh, this is so I can carry my plate carrier around. No, that's not what this is for. This is so when my ass gets shot, you got something to grab hold of to drag me back to freaking cover. That's what this is for. And that was one of the things that when I was looking at plate carriers, is like, it's got to have a freaking strap on the back, because, dude, you never know what's going to happen. All right. That's one of those things for me that it's had to have it. I'm glad they put it on there. I wouldn't have bought it if it didn't have it, to be honest with you. So the adjustment I was talking about on the sides, I kind of wanted to show you guys how this actually works. This guy right here comes loose. This actually pulls up and it gives you slack forward and back. I don't want to adjust it too far out of my normal spot there, but that's actually how the adjustment on this thing works. You can, if you want, there's this strap here, you can feed it under. I didn't do it just because when I'm training, a lot of times I want to cinch it up when I'm running, and I tighten it up a little more, so I didn't go all the way in. But you can actually feed it under, feed this under this, and get it a little tighter, a little less movement up here. But that's personal preference in my opinion. Overall, I really like this thing. The plate carrier does come in, as you can see here, this is the standard multicam. Comes in black and flat dark earth, I believe, is the three colors they have. They might have OD green, but I don't think. Last time I was on their website, they didn't have OD green. They just had the FDE, the black, and the multicam. My new kit that I have coming is actually the black one, so I'm excited. I actually got a confirmation that it should be shipping on Friday, maybe, so early Christmas present for me. Overall, compared to, I will say I don't have a huge amount of experience with plate carriers. I've probably used four different ones on the military side and this one on the civilian side. So the ones I've used on the military side, the one that I currently have is big, it's bulky, it's got like extra, I guess it's considered a spall coating material that's actually embedded in the vest. I don't really care for it. I can't move around as much as I like. Being comfortable in this is the key. So a lot of people have asked me, Dan, you know, what kind of handgun, what's the best handgun to conceal carry? There is no best handgun. The best handgun for you to conceal carry is the one you're comfortable with. Like, everybody's hand's a little different. The way things feel in your hand, everybody's a little different. So you need to go to a gun store. If you're gonna be able to be comfortable with it, you need to go to a firearms store, gun store, whatever you want to call it, and get hands-on with some of them in a safe environment. Feel it. How's it feel in your hand? Do you have good grip? Does it fit the width of your hand this way? You don't want to be short, you know, and getting 2 fingers on the grip. That's not any good. So, you know, and you got people that are smaller than me trying to carry, you know, 2011s, 1911s, you know, full-size Glock 19s, 20 or 17s, 34s, things of that nature, and it doesn't work. And then that's why people quit carrying. That's why people don't enjoy carrying their sidearm. I personally carry a Glock 43. I feel uncomfortable not having it on me anymore. I'm so used to carrying it. I have it on me literally every day. If it's not there, I'm like, something's wrong. I feel on edge. I'm like, why do I feel, you know, uncomfortable? It's because I'm not in my norm. When you train with your kit, when you train with your equipment, every day it's on you. When you have it in you know, kind of continuous situation, it becomes part of you. You know, it's just like with the military. The military becomes part of you. A lot of people are like, oh, I joined the military. Actually, you adapted the military. You didn't join the military. The military becomes part of you. That's just how that works. If you're a police officer, the police officer, the law enforcement becomes part of you. It becomes part of your family. It's an extension of who you are. So the weapons, your plate carrier, your kit, your headphones, your helmet, or your earmuffs, your helmet, all that stuff becomes an extension of who you are. So you have to be comfortable with what it is. This plate carrier, I am extremely comfortable in it. I'm able to go to the gym. I can do pull-ups in it. I can do push-ups in it. I can lay down and do bench in it. I will say that I try not to do too much stuff on the benches, specifically with it on, just because it does, you know, the Velcro. In case the guy who owns the gym, some places are like, oh, don't wear belts when you're sitting. I don't want somebody to get all butthurt about it, but not that the guy that owns my gym would, because 2 of his boys are in the National Guard with me. So, and I know they're a recruiter as well. So this plate carrier it's legit. All right, so just because I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, I went back to RTS Tactical's Instagram page, and as soon as I pulled up my Instagram, the page, that was the first thing that popped up on my feed. The package that I was talking about, where you get the plate carrier, the elbow pads, knee pads, the gloves, and the plates, it's called their Ultimate Bundle. So, and once again, like I said before, they have them in stock. So I know a lot of these other companies, you know, they got lead times and whatnot right now. They don't have any lead times. So if you want to get one, I suggest jumping on it while you can. I've been wearing this thing for, like I said, like 6+ months. I've gone on runs. I've gone on rucks. I've done training, actual shooting with it. As you can see, it's pretty well built. All the edges have a folded finished edge, so it's not fraying, coming apart. And yeah, I'm super impressed with this thing. So hopefully you guys like my review here. I try, hopefully you guys get the feel, but I try to keep my stuff as real and I don't want to say personal, but kind of personal. As you can see, I'm down in my basement. That's my comic collection back there. Yes, I'm a huge nerd. But I try to keep it real. Hopefully you guys, you know, stick with me, hit the subscribe and the bell and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll keep trying to bring you guys good content. So stay tuned and stay tactical.